first thing that I must do is move the seat all the way back. That's the truth with everything. And I gotta make sure stuff stays in my pocket because, let's face it, we're in a car. Oh. Your intelligent design. It should be on standby, right? Well, the selling factor is whether or not I can fit, and conveniently, my legs are almost straight.
Yeah, can you pop the trunk? Right there on the door.
On the door?
Thanks, bud.
No problem. Make sure I didn't drop anything.
Thanks, bro.
No problem.
I really like the color.
That's more than I would have expected.
Yeah, plus it's got split folding rear seats, so the seats drop down. That's why I wanted you to pop it.
I was impressed that I can actually fully extend my leg in the front seat.
Yeah, you're a big guy. Yeah.
I've had cars where I had to move the front rails because they're too small.
Yeah, that's no good.
That's a weird looking grill. I want to touch it. They're like pieces of body molding. That would be such a bitch to clean. I'm not a Kia fan anyway.
Advanced smart cruise control and blind spot detection.
See, I would have thought that there wouldn't be a bar in between the two of them. It would have opened out.
The 2016
A whole bunch of speed bumps. That's kind of nice. Sure. Another car I had to move the rails in was a Honda Civic. Where's the thing? Because this isn't going to work. Oh, it's power. And I can't use the power. I can't use the power. Boo. So that makes this car immediately uncomfortable. No, I'm not going to play with that. But that's not cool. Volkswagen at least had their cars on. Make sure I didn't drop anything. Small. Black edition. They must be following Dodge's way. Not a huge fan of the color, but I bet you those headlights look phenomenal. That's pretty. And is it not power? Here, and I can't use that, so I can't ever tell if the car's big enough. Huh.
Well, you have to get the flat case.
There's only a seat. There's only a cup holder for the driver.
No, all the way up.
Which it's in the way. I didn't drop anything. No, I'm good. Red.
Which one was the back again?
That's a lot of stuff. It's a donut. Fags.
What is it, Z?
Looks like they didn't change anything. pretty, but it's getting outdated.
I've seen one.
Simple enough. I like that Volkswagen had their cars on. Mini ND. I don't want to go into that room. That's fairly decent. It's not enough space. It's competition for the Ford Transit. There she is, Titan with the Cummins. I wouldn't want to clean that either. If you're doing maintenance, there's always repairs to do. If you're selling the cars, people come back every 5 years to buy another one because the first one broke.
Oh, no, not really. I mean, I see them come in with 200,000 miles all the time. 250,000 miles on a Dodge Ram with 2011. Nissan Titans, I never see them on a construction site at all. You never see the average American driving one.
I got a Chevy Express with 350,000 miles, so I'm not.
There you go. See?
Yeah.
American all the way.
I'm not in the market, but they just are.
You're recording this?
Yeah, I'm recording the whole thing. I got a ton of editing to do, but if you don't want to be on video, that's up to you.
Oh, no, I mean, I don't really care. What are you using it for?
YouTube.
YouTube? Just for the hell of it, or?
I have a channel where everything that I do my entire life is on there.
Okay.
So,
what do you do for a living?
I'm a gas attendant.
Okay, cool.
In New Jersey, and I spend a lot of time talking to my customers about the things that they have. And,
what they like and don't like.
What they don't like, complimenting them on their trucks and whatnot.
Yeah.
And,
who seems to be the happiest owners?
Chevy.
Really?
They seem to get the best gas mileage.
Really?
At least the ones that have DOD. The ones that are using the heavy towing, most of the heavy towing guys are the Ford owners.
Really?
I got guys with Fords from like the late 80s with diesels in them that are still using them as workhorses with over 500,000 miles on them. And then even the newer ones, most of the guys that are actually doing work have Fords, which makes sense because they're the highest selling. But
well, they're the most selling and everything like that. Obviously, I drank the Kool-Aid a little bit on Dodge in that sense, but for towing wise, I've always thought like the Cummins to actually be like the real workhorse for the most part. Because I personally don't like the aluminum body. I don't know, I've seen plenty of videos of saying how easily it folds, everything like that. You go over to their pretty much platform, you could actually bend the metal and everything with your hand. I don't know if you've tried that out yet.
No, I started coming this way.
This way? Yeah.
And that's how I ended up here.
Yeah. Maybe I'm a little bit old school thinking about the aluminum isn't the way to go, but have you talked to people at the gas station about that at all?
I haven't run into anybody that's a good thing. But I haven't has any issues with it. The issues that I've run into majorly was what I was just telling the Nissan guys over here. The guys with the Cummins diesel in the last generation of Dodge say that when they're hooking up like a fifth wheel or something, they have issues with the electronics. Where like the screen flickers and whatnot, and they can't see their speedometer. So I don't know how you tow without a speedometer. I'm like, you need to go back to the dealer and get that resolved. But especially if you're towing and you can't,
because we haven't had anyone come back with that as far as I know. I'm pretty good relations with
and
service.
The gas motors, I hear if they, I got a couple guys that like police officers that have them from where they have chargers for police cars. And I guess they like the piece of shit, so they go on to buy a Dodge. They complain about the chargers nonstop.
Yeah.
Which,
I mean, I've only been there for 3 months, and I've only seen maybe 2 police cars come in. One Durango and one Charger. Other than that, I haven't really seen them come into ours at least.
They've, my town's had them for about 5 years, and they're on their 3rd set.
Really?
Like they fall apart. They still have Crown Vics from the prior generation. They're still running.
which was stupid of Ford to sort of get rid of those.
Yeah. Well, Ford's replacement is the Explorer.
Okay, yeah, using those.
But they cost a little bit more money than the Charger, so a lot of townships stay with the Dodge because it's cheaper. But in the long run, the Explorer gets better gas mileage, has more head and leg room, which, you know, that's good for a lot of other things.
Yeah, I guess.
And
That sounds more applicable and everything like that.
being that it's a truck, it's much more durable.
Yeah.
But
What's her YouTube channel? Do you have something? Or?
I should, but I don't. It's Manduke, Manduke.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, I'm Justin, by the way.
40,310 horsepower, 5.0 V8 turbo diesel. So automatic, shift on the fly, 4-wheel drive, second. Full-size spare tire. That's better than the F-150s I saw. I'm just waiting to get in. Now the Nissan guy said I'm not allowed to have him on film, so he's not on film. In fact, that whole last chunk I'm not allowed to have. Hello, sir. First things first. How do I get the seat back? This one. All the way back. Actually, that's one of the better angles. They don't let you fix too much stuff, but camera. Well, of course, there's a guy right there, right? Tow mode is actually on the shifter. That's interesting. But it doesn't have an all-wheel drive function like the Fords do. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, it's a brake controller. Box isn't quite as high tech. Otherwise, where's the HD cameras? And I didn't drop anything, so I'm good to go. Anyways, the